Hey guys, welcome back to War Thunder and welcome to the greatest game I have ever played in my life. In the nearly 10,000 matches that I've had, this one by far is my favourite and my most amazing one. So a little bit of a spoiler alert, I get 5 kills, and I think that at least 3 of those kills, in my opinion, are quite unique and quite difficult to achieve. And well, the other 2 aren't that easy either. So this is my MiG-15bis, the Russian one. I was in the midst of recording, trying to get the MiG-15bis versus F2 Sabre comparison, and I was thrown into this match. Now, if you look closely, you'll see an IL-28, you'll see a bunch of LA-15s, LA-174s. This was a low-tier match. This is a rare thing that happens. This is the match we usually get in with the MiG-15. So this is the 8.7. Basically dropped down to 7.7 matchmaker, and I was a little bit scared because I was expecting half the enemy team to have A5 Sabres at least, potentially F25 Sabres, and that our team's LA-15s and LA-174s and that IL-28 are just going to die instantly, and then the rest of our MiG-15s are not going to be able to finish up the match. But the game takes a weird turn, and also take a look at the stats there. You can see that the enemy team has 2 squadrons. Now I know that one of those squadrons is a failed squadron, but one of them contains 3 very good players. So I am rushing as always. This is how a MiG should be played. If you're opposed to that, then fine. So in here you can see there's a little dot right in front of me. That is a Venom, and I'm coming in. This is a weird map, you know. I play on Korea most of the time, maybe Belge. Actually, no, Belge would be for the Germans, but Korea is the one place where you get with this MiG-15. And here I am, and I don't know how to approach this guy. I'm thinking I'm going to approach him like this, just from the side. It's a difficult shot, but 37 should do a job. And what happens? Yes, a large spark. I was not pissed because I was expecting it not to spark anyhow. But the problem was this guy was just underneath the cloud limit. So diving back down on him, trying to kill him, would be a suicide. Plus some of the friendlies of his could have swooped down and killed me. At this point I'm pretty desperate, and I go up in a climb, and I'm just pretty much looking around the cloud limit, and I'm looking around my team because I saw that they were not climbing, and some of them were climbing into the completely wrong direction. Now, little did I know that the Venom, not just that he was climbing AFK, he's still climbing AFK. Yes, he is still going. He hasn't realised what happened, because if you're AFK, you know, spark, it doesn't really... He never knew. He never knew that I actually hit him. So, half of my team, they're engaged down low. I make a left turn, hoping maybe there's a player climbing to the side. I see that there's nobody there. So I make another quick turn, and at this point, there, the Venom pops up. And I'm like, okay, this time I've got you. I'm not leaving this guy alive. This time he does see me, but it is way too late. He's going too slow, he's climbing way too tight, and you can see here he's trying to make a split S, but you know what, it's not going to happen, is it? It's not that hard. And this is where things go crazy. Look at that F9F, he's escaping. Now I think, I'm in his area, I might as well take a pup of him. I didn't know there was 2 players, actually 3 players on him, and just take a look at this shot. Just if you play jets, if you play any kind of fast-moving aircraft, you will know how difficult that kind of shot is to perform. Hitting a player from the side, he was probably going 900, I'm just going 1000. It is literally impossible to do it, and I was shocked. I was not expecting it to happen. Lucky aim, you know, plus the guns are not in the center of the fuselage, they're on the bottom, so there's just so many aspects to that kill that I can't even imagine. So then, instantly I get trailed by a meteor. I go up into a vertical hoping the guy will follow. He doesn't. I invert and come back down on him. Now this guy was one of those people that were from the squad. So my intention was, you know, if there's somebody from the squad, take him down immediately, because then the others are soon to follow. But if you leave them all alive, they can cooperate. If they're on Skype, TeamSpeak, they are a dangerous aspect of the game. Now, this is a Meteor F. I think it was a short wing, so there's no way he's going to outrun me. I go into a nice little shallow dive, get some speed up, and then I'm going to basically pull up into him and hopefully get myself a kill. And this Meteor was by far the hardest kill to perform in this match, and, well, the hardest. The one that I had to put the most effort in to actually do it. You'll see in a second. This guy is a darn good pilot, and he's using his plane as good as he can. So I'm zooming into him. He's now going to simply just turn left because, you know, I'm closing in. He has to turn. I was hoping here to get a shot on him, but I didn't because he was rolling very well. He has very good control of the aircraft. And this was the point when I was starting to get very, very annoyed by him, because it's not that he was evading me well. It was that he was creating a pattern, right? He's evading perfectly fine, but you can see a pattern? He's going right, now he's going to turn left. And he goes up and down a little bit in between. And you can see that I just couldn't get the timing right. And right here I just go ham on the freaking trigger. I didn't want to leave this guy alive, so, you know, I had to look at that. I was just pissed off, and there goes his tail. Oh, satisfaction, I nearly even crashed into him. So that guy's down, and at this point I'm thinking, I've only got 15 shells left for the 37, the 23s are pretty much useless. I think I'm going to go back to base. It was at this point I realised that our team is still alive, we're still doing perfectly well. And, oh shit. There are like 20 players on my right there. Venom, F9F, Banshee, and I've turned into them. This is not good. Now, at this point I was thinking I'm going to go for the Venom because he was high up, you know, priority target number 1 because he's got altitude, but he's way too fast for me. And here I've got 2 Banshees and 1 F9F. And I'm not going to go head on with the Banshee, that would be a stupid move. My priority is the F9F. He is the superior aircraft. And I'm thinking, no, I'm going to take this guy down. Here I have a perfect setup, and I just... Ugh! I was so pissed. This happens a lot. You don't expect it. And right here I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to put this Panther into a stall situation. But then the F2H2 comes in, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, he's following me. You can see him, he's following me. I'm thinking, I'm going to stall on top of him. I didn't realise that the Panther, in the same time, has stalled out for me. So, you know what? Changing targets, back on the Panther. And I got a clean shot here. Of course I miss. And there goes his tail. Sparks again. I was a little bit pissed, but he's going to go down very, very shortly. At this point, I'm taking a look around. Where is that Banshee? And I realised that he's dead. Yeah, he died in between of that dogfight. So many players died so quickly. Now we're coming up to the last kill. Here's the Vampire making a right-hand turn, and this was so scary for me. I take a few pot shots here, but then I realise that I don't have any more ammunition. The guy goes down, I invert, stupid me, and now the only way to get a kill is like that. Am I gonna pick up? Am I gonna pull up? Am I gonna pull up? Come on, come on, come on! Ah, just made it. There was no way that I could have turned around, unless I air braked and there was a guy behind me, so that wasn't gonna work. That was sick. I mean, it was sick. And there goes the Venom. The Venom is persisting, trying to kill me. And I'm just trying to evade his shots. Because if he's got 420 mils, he can easily snipe you from that distance. Yeah, we've completely demolished their team. In between doing a lot of those vertical maneuvers, I was very lucky not to be like, you know, jumped in by somebody and get killed, because that does happen a lot. Here I push some negative Gs, trying to get that Venom off my tail. There's also a MiG-15 on him, so I just go up into a vertical. And this guy is now going to be my target. There goes my 5th kill. The F9F died and the Banshee crashed. At this point, the Venom is the last player on their team, and I am determined to get myself another kill. So I dive down on him, but I see I have a very shitty approach, considering that he's making a right-hand turn again. I could have taken that shot, but 137 left, you know, might as well conserve that ammunition to make sure I do actually kill this guy. I make another zoom up, and he sees what's going to happen. It's not too difficult to foresee it, and he makes a slight mistake of his own, and he goes swimming. There we go. He said it himself in chat, you'll see in a second. It wasn't intentional. He overdone the elevator, and the elevator on the Venoms and the Vampires is quite sensitive. But yeah, I was shocked that this game actually went down, because it was fast. It might be like, what, 10 minutes of gameplay, but it all went by so quickly. It was so many things that I didn't anticipate at all. You know, the fact that I got 2 kills after I actually wanted to go back to base was crazy. I never want to go back to base. I usually always just, you know, force a head on, die, get that one last kill, and then get out of the match, repeat it. I don't like to go back to base, I think it's a waste of time, but I did it nonetheless, and it was worth it. So here we have the results for the greatest match ever. 5 kills, 75k without premium, 115k with premium, bunch of nice rewards. Brilliant. It's one of the greatest matches I've ever had. But yeah guys, thanks for watching, hopefully it was enjoyable. I wanted to do something different. F2 Sabre comparison with the MiG-15 coming very soon. But until then, safe flying, and have fun guys. Bye. Don't go swimming. It's not safe. I am from Slovenia, Europe. Millionth time answering that. It is in the about page of my channel. Slovenia. It's a small chicken-looking country in Europe. It's the centre of Europe. We have some ocean. 47 kilometers to be precise. That's about it. I'll too. Stronger. Next question is...